guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. Are we loving today's hair, y'all? So I was at Target the one week and I saw there was a big sign that said trending now, and there was a foundation there, so I figured I would give it a go. This is the brand new Revlon Candid Natural Finish Anti-Pollution Foundation. I'm going to be testing this out in today's video and let you know all of my thoughts on the video. So with that being said, do not forget to subscribe to my channel, hit your post notification bell so you're notified every time I upload. I upload twice a week, and make sure you check out all of my social medias. I will have them on the screen here as well as linked down below in the description bar so you can check those out. And let's get on with the video. Alright, you guys, I just moisturized my face and did my brows off camera. I always moisturize with the Garnier Skin Active Moisture Balm, my favorite drugstore gel moisturizer of all time, and I went in with the ColourPop Boss Brow brow pencil, which I will link down below. I will link all the products I use on my face down below, just so you guys know. I do it in every video. I'm going to start by priming my face. I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Master Prime Primer and Base Blur and Smooth Primer. I did use this in one of my previous videos. I will link that down below. This stuff, you guys, makes your skin feel so freaking smooth. It's incredible. I really do enjoy the Master Prime line primers from Maybelline. They're like hands down the best drugstore primers in my opinion. So now onto the foundation. I'm on Revlon's website and I'm going to read what this foundation claims. It has almost 4.5 stars, 310 reviews, weightless feel, natural finish, flawless. It says, get comfortable. This incredibly creamy, moisturizing, and protective foundation has the ingredients you do want without the ones you don't. And then for details, it says, this skin enhancing natural looking foundation delivers a flawless finish all day long as it hydrates, which I like because right now that it's very cold out, my skin is a little dry, so I want something that's more hydrating. You get medium coverage that feels weightless and looks like your best skin. Feels good with anti-pollution, antioxidant, and anti-blue light ingredients to protect your skin. That's cool. I've never seen a foundation with anti-blue light ingredients, so that's really freaking cool if you ask me. Feels better without oils, parabens, phthalates, synthetic dyes, harsh fragrances, and it's available in 31 makeup shades, and it also retails for $10.99, which is pretty standard to foundations in the drugstore. So it is like plastic packaging. It's like a squeezy tube, and it does come with a pump, which I love. I need a pump. So let me zoom you guys in and let's get this on my face. I got the shade 110, I believe, actually, so let me see where that falls on the shade range. So when I'm on Revlon's site, it doesn't let me see all the shades. Like, it only shows me these shades. And like, you can't swipe or anything, so I'm not sure how to find my shade. But I got the shade 110. That's probably the lightest shade. I can't quite remember. So I'm going to squeeze some of it out. This is what it looks like. And I'm going to dab this on my face. It's pretty thick, definitely. Forgot to wet my beauty blender, you guys. Be right back. All right, you guys, I am back. That's like my biggest pet peeve, forgetting to wet my sponge. So we're going to go in and start pouncing this into the skin. I do not know how much I need, so I'm just going to start off with this amount. So right off the bat, it's like very powdery. I don't know if you guys can see, but it's like super powdery on my face as I'm blending it in. Okay, you guys, this is a very thick foundation. Very thick. I do not like how this is blending in the skin. I don't think it looks natural whatsoever. Like, it does advertise on the packaging that it is a natural finish, but I don't think it looks natural at all on the skin. It definitely looks powdery for sure. I don't like foundations that have a powdery look. It's just not for me. But looking at my face up close, you guys can just see it looks heavy. It looks heavy on the skin. I don't know if you guys can tell, but to me it looks heavy. And it's very sticky, and it does transfer on my hands a little bit. So I'm not really into this, if I'm being honest. I don't like it. I just don't think it leaves a nice finish on my skin. Maybe it's the primer, but I've used this primer with other foundations and it looked really good. So I don't think it's the primer, but I guess it could be the primer. I just think this looks cakey. Like, you guys, right here, it's like super cakey, and I just did a foundation review before filming this and that foundation looked completely fine. I filmed using the NYX foundation and concealer to see if I liked it and my thoughts and everything. So be sure to check that video out. I will link it down below. But that looked really good. But that looked really good on my skin with that primer. But this is not cutting it for me. So I'm gonna go in with concealer. I'm gonna use the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer. You guys want to see how I feel about that? Make sure you check out my video as well. So let's see how concealer blends over this foundation. So the concealer blended nice. Like, it blended very fast over this foundation, but my under eyes look dry. Dry as hell. And based on my review with this concealer in my previous video, I don't think it's the concealer, honestly. I do think that it is the foundation base that we used. So I'm really curious to see how other products are going to blend over this. You definitely have to set it. It is tacky. It's not as tacky, but I would definitely still set it. So I'm gonna go in with the Tarte Shape Tape powder. So putting powder on this, looking in my mirror, it looks better, but I'm still not really into it. Like, it does look more smooth and not as cakey, I would say, but no, I'm not into this, you guys. I don't think it's that good compared to a lot of other drugstore foundations. So let's finish the rest of the face and see how other products blend over top of it. I'm going to go in with the Maybelline City Bronzer. I've been really liking this lately. This is in the shade 200. I'm just going to put this on my face to bring some warmth back into my face, because a lot of times when you put foundation, concealer, and powder on, you can look really washed out, especially if you are as pale as me. And you can put some on the jawline as well. So this is with the bronzer on. Bronzer is okay on it. Looking at it, it's breaking up a little bit on my forehead. I don't know if you guys can see, but it is breaking up a little bit. Let's go in with blush. I'm going to use the Tarte blush in the shade Concept. Looks just like this. It's a nice nude blush. Actually, it has some glitter in it, just so you guys are aware. The blush is kind of making the foundation really cakey right here, putting blush over top. I don't necessarily think it's the blush, because as you guys know, Tarte has some really freaking awesome blushes, but it is breaking up a little bit under the blush. And let's go in with highlighter. I'm going to use the Wet n Wild highlighter. This is one of their new loose highlighters in the shade I'm So Lit. It's a really pretty gold, and it's really, really pigmented, you guys. It looks so good. So overall, I'm not into this foundation. I think when I first applied it, it looked really cakey, and that's not my style. When I put powder on top of it, it looked a little bit better. It looked a little bit more wearable, I would say. But I still, I'm just not into it. I don't know what it is about this powder, but when I first applied it, it looked hella freaking powdery. So I'm going to go in with some Max Fix Plus to spray my face to see if the powderiness will go away. Because a lot of times your setting powder or whatever type of mist you use will make that powder kind of really dissolve and sink into the skin. But yeah, you guys, I don't know why I'm not feeling this. I'm gonna read some of the reviews just because I want to see what other people are saying. It says 180 people gave 5 stars, 86 gave 4 stars, 31 gave 3 stars, 10 gave 2 stars, and 3 gave 1. When I look at the 5-star reviews, people basically say that it lasted all day for them, the coverage was not heavy and not sheer, which I agree. I don't think it's full coverage, but I think it feels very heavy on the skin. It says that it applied even coverage. It's comparable to an $80 foundation somebody paid for, blends easily, no blemishes were visible, doesn't dry cakey, color match skin tone well, easy buildable coverage without looking like you piled 100 tons of makeup. Let's look at the 4 stars. Some 4-star reviews. Here's a 3-star one. Did not have much coverage despite being advertised as a sheer to medium coverage. I would say that. I would agree with that. I like that it comes with a pump. Don't get me wrong. I prefer all my foundations to have a pump, so I do think that is a great aspect. Someone said that It doesn't end up creasing or lifting up. Did not make my pores visible, which my pores are pretty minimized with this foundation, not gonna lie. Did it make my face more oily? That was a 4-star. Leave skin somewhat hydrated. Here's a 2-star. I felt really thick and yucky. It felt almost like clay. It kind of does feel like clay. Now that I sit here and think about it, it does kind of feel like clay. Did not match my skin tone. It's just too heavy and smells a bit funky. I didn't really notice the smell, to be honest. There probably is a scent. Most foundations do have a scent, but I wasn't paying attention to the scent. Did not go on very easily. Yeah, I would say that's true. Someone with a 4-star said didn't settle into my fine lines. Smells like baby lotion. Makes my skin itchy. Didn't cause breakouts. I would say, honestly, this is more comparable to like a BB cream, maybe. Like, I don't think this foundation is honestly the best. It's too heavy. It's freaking powdery. Like, when I started blending it, it looked like it like went from cream to powder like almost instantly, which is, it's weird to me. Like, I'm not used to foundations that do that. Powdering it made it look a lot better. It hasn't really settled into my fine lines on my forehead too much. My pores do look minimized. So overall, I don't really think I consider this. I will like keep you guys up to date. I will still use it to see how I like it. But from this first impression, I don't like it. It's not something that I would repurchase again. You also get 0.75 fluid ounces, which is less than you get for almost all other foundations. You usually get 1 fluid ounce, but with this you do not. And it is oil free, which is nice if you do have oily skin. But yeah, you guys, I'm not living for this. Sorry, Revlon. No shade, no tea. Revlon is a good drugstore brand, but this is not a product that I will use on a daily basis or one that I would ever repurchase. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Hit your notification bell so you're notified every time I upload. I upload twice a week. And don't forget to check out my social medias that are linked down below. I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye, guys.